Greetings, everyone. This is me again, Zahra, ex-Muslim, ex-Shia, and for human welfare, and now about my life and condition. Also, and so about my life and condition. I've been feeling like a failure. So, so much in my life, unsettling, disturbing, remain perturbed. I'm going to talk about this, and then I'm going to talk about where I am. I don't know, but this is a smiley secret. All secrets out. They can't trust me. Don't give me any secrets. Like when I got in year 2000, the way I got, I was like, don't give me any secrets. Right? So I found like comparatively comparing it to Hinduism because it mentions why the dust avatar. So I searched out. I know that the Ismailis consider Imam Ali the first Imam of the 12 Rishiyas and Prophet Muhammad's cousin and son-in-law as the Das Avatar, and the Hindus have Das Avatar, Kalki Avatar, they're waiting for. So I don't know if I can share this notes on some newly discovered manuscripts of the Das Avatar of the Satpanthi Nizari Smileys in the collection of the Heritage Society, but I can tell you, well, I'm not sure. So let's see if I'll be compelled to do this. However, it's available for ResearchGate on ResearchGate.net. So the Ismailis do some Nizari, Satpanthi Nizari Ismailis. If you don't know, believe in Imam Ali being das Avatar, and they haven't copied it or anything, made up this from Hinduism or Sanatan Dharma, as they call it, more appropriately, correctly, right? So this I will be talking about in my live stream. Uh, this is not professional. This is just casual, amateur. Um, I life has been very turbulent, disturbing, and when separated from my teacher after leaving Karachi American School, I felt a very deep pain, hell, and for 6 years, she was my family friend. She had become for 5.5 years. We were family friends. I met her in Karachi American School. She was my sports teacher. And then then it wasn't working out. We were different people. Whatever my khata faults were as a child, she couldn't handle them. And I couldn't stop being how I love. And it is just, like wild. I can't tame, she couldn't tame my wildness, whatever love is. In retrospect, childhood, I don't know what it was. Emotional attachment. Reincarnation. Reincarnation. I found out later. Uh, Seeing the plight of Karachi, living there, being brought up there most of it, felt, where's God? In that depression and being a Shia, then Husseini, and then coming across what Christians have done, and like Mother Teresa in Calcutta, that was later on, much later, in 1989 or 88, but like Sister Gertrude of Darul Sakoon in Karachi and Dr. Faw of Marie Adelaide Leprosy Center couldn't do anything like that in this depression. And or maybe I was, people said, a rich kid, spoiled, all this, wasn't disciplined, didn't know how to love someone, didn't know better. So it really, like, I started to question God and all, and started to fight with him. And then the deep pain I was in, like, don't ask me, right? It just, anyone now, before I used to go to hospitals and not feel depressed and all this, or even when I had a rupture, but now everything was so, I couldn't stand people, places, things. Couldn't stand people suffering, myself suffering, couldn't see it, couldn't hear, couldn't be much of help, useless, depressed in my home also with my family members. No strength to, yeah, so there were challenges like finding out that about my father, something, then, couldn't work. I was, didn't even do O levels. I didn't know what to do. So I was just trying to get to a school and settle down so that I could do O levels, complete O levels. So what I found out about my father, at that time I couldn't do anything but to tell him, uh, to leave the house. We will take care of ourselves. Things like that, right? So, oh, what can I do? So then, drowning in this quicksand. Imam Hussain, feeling guilty Christians on one hand, those who knew me at that time, Miss Desas and Miss Desas' friends and all. She's a spoiled brat, this, that, whatnot, a freak, all that, labeling me, of course. And so people would think, and whatever they thought, that I'm rich and spoiled, and but in depression. Anyways, that clinical, I cannot explain the pain and all I went through for 6 years, and then God gave me grace. I was so happy. I cannot say in year end of year 1989, I could face life without my teacher. The fruit of patience I was holding in my hand now. I felt God is miraculous. He's going to help out. But after 2 years in college, things, 2.5 years, again, disturbance. And I was feeling guilty. So, like asking now, God, whoever you are, not that I believe in God, a God, the good creator. So saying I'm failing. Then London also, yeah. When I went for higher studies also, I was told that there's a witch after us. Me and my family, I couldn't help but, say that, okay, jihad. She had asked me to find someone to help me protect, and keep this away from my family. Like keep the black magic that she's doing. Protect my family. I couldn't find anyone until I went back to Karachi. It was very devastating. My aunt came once, my mother's sister, one of my mother's sisters to London, and she had this. So my friends, she had this occult knowledge and palmistry. So she read my friend's hand and mine. She told me I'm going to get it the hard way. Whatever, yeah. So I could see how hard it was life for me. Couldn't cope with life. Chronic fatigue does. Then I was like, oh, that deep depression. It wasn't due to the separation or true love, but it was because some witches after me. and my family and my mother, my immediate family. Right? That's why such a deep pain and all. It's like no one's business. Yeah, when it's terrible. So all this and deteriorating and yeah, and like she told me, you take one step forward and four steps, three steps back. Is so no relationship. And she told me that until the switch is alive, she asked me to make a wish, like three wishes or one wish. Like then she told me that whatever I wish, marriage I wish for, find a good marriage partner. She told me that until this witch is alive, ironically, you will not get married. I was like, where's God? Again, that thing inside of me. But when she told me, how have you come so far, like in life, and like even traveling to London from the Middle East or, from Pakistan, you are very determined. And inside, I thought, no, no, it's not me. It's God who is determined in this way. But in other ways, he's letting my enemy win. Like, at least if he's not letting this enemy make me bedridden. That's what she said. I should be in coma by now. But long time, like she told me, you should have been in coma a long time ago, like bedridden vegetable. So at least not that the enemy who was attacking me, and I didn't know through black magic. So, so my life has been quite, going back and failing. I tried to protect my family. I tried to tell them that it would come on me. Someone else told me that I can't tell you now. No one can reveal the witch's identity, even though someone knows it, but they have to be very strong to know this even and look in, because she does some dirty, vile work, makes people do like a sex trafficker even. You wouldn't know it's making someone into a pimp also and doing that work for her. So like I didn't know like. Apparently, the pimp is a criminal, but if under her influence, then he's not. Because if you drink, someone's, let's say, okay, that's your responsibility that you don't drink that much and go driving, right? Drunk driving. But that person, poor person, doesn't even know what he's doing, and he's drinking and he's driving and like had an accident or got caught, and he goes to jail. Goes to jail. Now the witch's identity, no, and she's an expert in turning things around and putting it on other people. And I'm one of her targets. And how would I know who is the one? Because identity, someone told me, can't give you. Sorry, I have this cough. Damn it, again, I'll be coughing. Congestion and all cold. So allergy maybe even. Eyes watery. Something. I apologize if I cough. So this and then, but I went on. Life has to go on, and sometimes I feel like ending my life, even in year 2000. But the energy wouldn't let me. So there's one good energy, one bad energy. Like a coffee lady told me, there's a good eye and a bad eye, evil eye. So maybe it's like Zoroastrianism's belief that I learned a little bit in college in general history, that the aura must the evil and the good fighting here, and God knows where that God is. I don't know. But there's a constant battle between good and evil. This now, how should I do? So failing. So recently, someone online has told us to hang in there. If you feel you're a failure, you're not a failure. God is preparing us for something better. Like we have to walk on fire, be strong. They do not fear the critic of critics, like in the Quran ayat, right? Imam Ali didn't fear, he was a warrior. Asadullah, the lion of God. He didn't fear all this, right? I've known from Shia sounds. When will God has been taking a very, very long time and failing me, and I'm in lots of pain and all this, and who cares? And sometimes, it's like, why trouble people? I didn't want to trouble people. And I became a troublemaker since, even if you ask my teacher, he would say something. No, she would say freak, spoiled brat, and she does. I don't listen. Something. So yeah, if you, so I don't know. I went in a vicious circle during the separation, disciplining myself, and I didn't even have the strength to obey someone or any rules. But where where it was a habit going to college, not smoking in college, not taking any cigarettes, that I made a habit since school. Thank God I didn't take a cigarette, at least not to break the rule like that. Never even in the bathroom and all. So, and when I wear the uniform, since Karachi American School, we didn't have a uniform, but in the local schools uh, in Karachi, I joined to do my O level. Finally, did it. So whenever, like, I would come home, I would tell myself, like, this much strength I had. I don't know that not even quickly change the uniform and then smoke. Right, tried my best, but there are times when I felt it failed. I don't have the strength. So I couldn't even protect my family members in uh, tragedy and what they suffered. My mother, some of my siblings, and we suffered because we couldn't even talk properly to each other. And fights, things like conflict and madness. And sometimes I feel I have no good, like right now. No good is inside. I'm chasing goodness. So I was like, maybe I should believe in Jesus Christ. I believed in this religion I knew that this religion has the Holy Spirit, as Ruh al Qudus in Arabic, and we are strengthened by it. But maybe I was unbaptized. Un- I was that kind of a person, Muslim. Anyway, also failing, yeah, I'm not such a total failure. Like, I haven't failed in troubling people on Facebook. My principal, yeah, and also my best. I didn't have my best. I told my friend in first year, she came to my house. The one who was a student in St. Joseph's College before me, and she graduated, and I joined. So I told her she knew about the principal. She like that was her principal in St. Joseph's College. I told her it's so nice. I want to give them my best, like her and her sisters and their family. I don't have my best at that time, 1989 or 1990 beginning. She told me, Zara, whatever you have, just give it, even if you have 1%. But the rest was coming out, like, how. Uh, so I did what I could, and at least I was the principal made me the official photographer. Showed her our welcome party pictures. I was of use, and she put me to use, although loitering with the Walkman here and there, singing. and telling her, I can't you do? Oh, Bichari, that principal also troubling her when I didn't want to. It became like this even though. Good turning bad, the grace of God being stripped away from me. A great nightmare. And seeing that, in that pain also. But I forgot about it when all that went away in one go. That in end of 1989, God gave me a miracle. But people at that time feeling, so even if now in 1989 beginning, a leaf would fall, I was like, without, I couldn't see it. I couldn't see a leaf fall. Oh, sometimes I had these kind of moments. Oh, the leaf, how sensitive I became. Oh, the other leaves might be crying, or how did this hit the ground? Oh, it's separated from us. And I can't take it. So go back in my room and sometimes like be really, can I touch you, pillow? Can I touch you, blanket? Because we're not allowed to touch anyone. Touching anyone, like our teachers, is a crime. It's like we are lesbians. Or if our teacher is a female, she would understand. She should have understood my culture, but no, we have to change ourselves. So I went on this that I would use psychology therapy since I was pushed into it. Well, Miss Desai prayed that I go to my teacher. At first, I said, no, I'm not. I refused to go to a psychiatrist. I felt we can work it out together. But she didn't want that. So then there was this something happened. That some American was abusing my teacher. So, how I became, how I went against American, the Karachi American school, right? So, like liberal and love and all this, and no one goes a distance. Oh, I just, oh, okay. Don't want to eat ashes. So, yeah, where was I? But, generally, like I would listen to American songs and I didn't hold that grudge somehow naturally. American movies and all this, I wasn't like, ban America. They are not honest about liberal and love and all. But I didn't become a radical Shia. I couldn't because there was one Christian who told me I'm a Muslim, I can do this. So that really got to me. So that was the end of everything. I said, now it's come on my religion. I'm a Shia, Imam Hussain Kabbaram. I have to keep Imam. What have I done? Lord, this, that. I'm not going back for reconciliation. This is like my religion comes first. Before Imam Hussain gave so much for this religion. Then I realized. So that was the end of everything. And then there's this, I felt, like Bibi Mariam has come. Um, I didn't see her, not visibly, but like I felt, sensed. And she had all the love. She was just loving, not judging. So then I came across Mother Teresa's quote, but by then, before, uh, but at that time, yeah, it was very much like, why can't people love without judging? So Mother Teresa them. So we have to decide whether to love or to judge or where to judge. We have to use our discretion. So my teacher was like judging me a lot and disciplining, trying to, and then she felt that I was my doctor told me, well, I didn't know that. So it was, yeah. So where was I? Like, my, then Bibi Mariam, I sensed came. After that, like writing, now I know I can't send that letter to them that, you know, yes, okay, so we are Muslims and we don't have the Holy Spirit. Okay, please don't, like, I couldn't send that letter to that lady who said it. Please don't blame my religion, accuse my religion for my wrongdoings. And yes, yes, we don't have the Holy Spirit, but according to the Christians, we don't have the Holy Spirit. Our Imam does, and so may Imam, has the Holy Spirit. It has passed on from Prophet Muhammad to our last Imam. And so, with His grace, we have that Holy Spirit's strength and God. I even found this verse, right? Surah Mujadala. Mujadala. So God not only strengthened Jesus Christ, but He strengthened the believers. So maybe I didn't strengthen my heart loving a Christian Catholic. And now I sent her in letters like Surah Maida or Surah Al Imran verse on how good Christians are, some of them, better than Jews, and why can't we? You will not find a people who believe in Allah and the last day. It had no effect. I even told her about what Jesus Christ said in the Bible. I came to you. Whoever does this to the least of my brothers does it to me. You came, you helped, came to you see me when I was sick, when I was naked, you clothed me, when I was thirsty, you gave me water. Didn't work at her place. I said, my memory was good at that time. Remembered. Oh, from the Bible. So here we have um, He has decreed within the heart's faith and supported them with spirit from Him. So even Jesus was strengthened by the Holy Spirit. And here we have the believers who will not find the people who believe in Allah last day having affection. And I showed her a lot of affection. When she would come to my house, there was a time she wouldn't be disciplining me or, principalized lady that you affection for those who oppose Allah. We had a good time. So I would, when the camera would come on or something, I would, for the memories, oppose Allah and His Messenger, even if they were their fathers or their sons or their brothers or their kindred. Those He has decreed within their hearts faith and supported them with spirit from Him and others. Party of Allah, Hizbullah, Zahra, Hizbullah become party of Allah. So, yeah, I couldn't send the letter anymore. And so I just wrote in my journal, please don't accuse me. Religion for my wrongdoings. We strive, we falter, we struggle to be good. Anyways, she had told me she's half Shia, half Catholic now. And when I reached high school, so in our fifth year or maybe fourth year of being family friends now, this terrible, yeah. Sometimes good doesn't come, and maybe like Hazrat Musa, I have to pray. But which God should I pray to now? I don't believe in. So please send me some good to do. Failed. And it's been since year 2000, losing my principal. But when did I ever want to have her? Or losing and finding. Okay, finding her presence meant somehow she was my lucky star in college. So what else is there? Let me just sneak in, sneak. So this, no, this is better than Hinduism. So yeah, I was reading this, but not that I believe in a good God. Maybe I believe in demiurge or Sir Pradeep Mukherjee on there not being a good creator. But Sir Pradeep Mukherjee, the true God, but he doesn't really. He allows his children to have free will and not love. If you have love, it's another thing. That's how I believed in love, but now I don't even believe in love or anything. Just have to suffer. Notes on some newly discovered manuscripts of the Das Avtar, 10th Avtar, that the Hindus also have, of the Satpanthi Nizari Ismailis in the collection of the Heritage Society. Nakib Taj Deen Heritage Society. Now, you see, if I don't go into this and read this, I'm more theoretical, of course, practical in some cases, but then my mind will go here and there and I can't make notes of this. So I didn't know if I could even share this. This is the. It's good that the Ismailis are sharing with us the secret. We couldn't go into their long time ago. I was told we can't go into their Jamaat, but now I was told by Ismaili brother online. I found out that we could go to the Jamaat Khanas. Hmm? Like they call it now the Ismaili centers, like in Dubai. You can go there as non-Muslims, as non-Ismailis also, as non-Muslims also, Christians and maybe if you want to, or Hindus can go there. The Das Avatars of the Ismailis, okay, reading now. The Das Avatars of the Ismaili Satpantis, Ismailis, is a sub concept developed within the concept of the lineage of the continuous divine manifestation before and subsequent to the creation of the universe. There are also several Ismaili works composed under this name by various peers. The better known is that of Pir Sadruddin and that of Sayyid Imam Shah. The Das Avatars in Ismailism is quite different from the Das Avatar of Vaishnavites, called Hindus henceforth, as discussed below. The Ismaili Das Avatar has been referenced in the Asal Gat Pat or Pat Ji Dua. So these are Gujarati. Asal Ghat Pat Ji Dua, maybe. But the prayer recited for centuries. How long ago? However, the importance of this work and the special reverence by Ismailis came to the attention of Westerners only from mid 19th century. So it did, and it was available for 12 versions. Me, I didn't have this. Going through the catalog of the newly opened Indic manuscripts section of the Heritage Society library.ismaili.net. So you'll find it there. We came across two Das Aftar works, which have not yet been referenced in any publications. Oh, the Das Aftar Vado motto of Pir Shams and the 10th Dasmo Aftar from the Das Aftar Vado of Pir Hassan Kabir Din. Notes on some newly discovered manuscripts of the Das Avtar of the Satpanthi Nizari Ismailis in the collection of the Heritage Society, Nakib Taj Deen. The Das Avtars of the Ismaili Satpanthis is a, yeah, I read this. That of the, is quite different. The Das Avtar in Ismailism, they haven't stolen it. I thought, so I have to correct myself also, right? Was online. What Salim Lalani was telling Parveen Udebia, sorry, I can't remember her last name or even pronounce it properly. She's an ex-Muslim and she's become a Sanatani. That they look at what these Ismailis have done. So, with due justice to the Smileys, how come Salim Lalani doesn't know that it's not a, you see, he doesn't represent this Ismailism properly at times correctly. Can't trust him. So I listen to him, he's quite amusing, all right? And I laugh and laugh, when they tell me how strong you are, giggling how happy you are in Karachi American School. I laugh and laugh and laugh. And the Das Aftars in Ismailism is quite different from the Das Aftar of the Vaishnavites. Get this for sure, right? And for good. Called Hindus. Okay, so I read this and going through the catalog of the newly opened Indic manuscripts. Oh, this was so overwhelming, and then the peers and Das Aftar lineage. Justice Arnold, this all new in detail, 1866, wrote, when the book Das Aftar is read in the Jamaat Khana of the Khojas, it is the 10th, we pronounce Khoj, it's all the Khoja, but we pronounce it as Khojas, right? From Khwaja, I think it came. That's why it's kept its KH to be pronounced as Kha, but we pronounce it as Khoja, Ko, oh, like, okay, not even Ka, but like Khojas. It is the 10th chapter as appears in the evidence. Evidence. So, excuse me, I sometimes get overwhelmed, so I'm going to take some breaks while reading, which is, and breaths, big pause, which is along nowadays, seriously. And my voice even might faint, become faint. Seriously, attended in that chapter. Oh, I can't read. Most Holy Ali, making profound reference whenever the people rising, and oh, when the congregation commences, standing still. Sorry, I'm like all over the place. I know. Al Khan case, 1866. So this Ali Most High, where is from Prophet Muhammad's son and cousin, and oh, sorry, cousin and son-in-law. The thus after I can't read this uh, properly. Thus after of the Hindus, I'm too overwhelmed. Uh, The Das Avatar of the Hindus is presented as a historical event of 10 incarnations of God, Vishnu, covering the duration of the four yugs, right? The concept of avatar, incarnation, is the foremost cardinal of Hinduism, an incarnation descent of God in whatever form he chose to emerge on the earth for accomplishing a divine objective or presenting an absolute model of life. Okay, so the Daf avatars in Hinduism is composed of 10 reincarnations of Vishnu, namely Mach, meaning fish, Korab, tortoise, Vara, boar, and Narsin, manline Narsimha, and Vaiman, the word, Farseram, standing man, Ram, Krishna, Buddha, and Naklanki. As for the majority of Hindus, the later two have still to come later. Each avatar is an incarnation, therefore God manifested from birth. But for Hindus, it is only when the injustice become unbearable that Vishnu takes an incarnation to fight evil. Hindus expect that Naklanki avatar, who is also called Kalki, will be coming at the end of the time. End of time. The continuity of the divine guidance in Ismailism, this is great, against the Hindus. Kalki coming, such long Kali Yoga. So, but in Ismailism, through guidances of the Imams, Aftars who have been on earth, Ismailis believe, and there's no break between them. Ismailis believe in the continuity of the divine guidance and through countless prophets in all continents, and even through the universe and to the creation. One Farman, great declaration of Alamat, Almot or yeah, addresses itself also to beings who abide in the universe, jinn, men, and angels. While Ismailis believe as strongly as any other Muslims in all prophets of the Old Testament and the faith of Abraham. So through Magus recently, Magus and Muse, you know what the Jews believe in. It so, but I was telling him there's a good God, Zoroastrian. He's Zoroastrian. He's got a channel on YouTube. That's where I saw his latest. I mean, his videos and all. I keep going to him. So, oh, they were not. They are not Jewish. They're not Jewish, although they believe in the Old Testament and the faith of Abraham. Ismailis are not Jewish. Understand Sunni and other Muslims who say they're Jewish. Ibn Saba was Jewish. See how much. Please don't do this, Muslims. But save yourselves. Not more than the belief in Jesus as prophet of Allah makes them Christian, right? But they recognize the message of the book, one book. They, as part of the Abrahamic faith, recognize also the continuity of divine guidance since immemorial time. The use of names of Mesopotamian gods or Hindu avatar does not make them anthropomorphic polytheists or Hindus. Knowledge of it does not make them an anthropomorphic polytheists or Hindus. Okay? No matter how much we repeat ourselves, some people will still accuse these Ismailis of anthropomorphic polytheists or Hindus. They are not. Knowledge of religion comes in a specific context. In a specific context. The role of the Imam Avatar is central in Ismailism. For instance, Krishna is considered as an Imam Avatar, but Satpant approach considered that when Krishna declared that all the gods were within him, he was referring to each attributes of God that is given a different name akin to the 99 attributes of Allah. The one, and therefore originally Hinduism was close. Originally Hinduism was close to monotheism. It is only later that it became so polytheist that it could not be considered anymore as a monotheist faith. But the 10 avatars are respected. Only the approach and understanding of the Ismailis is monotheist in nature. But this is not the only point in which they differ from the Hindu understanding. The Das Avatar of the Ismailis differ from the Das Avatar of the Hindus. You decide, like, all this information they have, could they be copying? They didn't, and I take my statements back when blaming Ismaili Pete Sadruddin when I had read something about what he said, Das Avatar, that they stole this, and I was angry. I take it back, and I apologize greatly. The Das Avatar, and correct myself. So the Das Avatar of the Ismailis differs from the Das Avatara of the Hindus. The concept of Naklanki, Kalki, the last of the 10 avatars, in Hindu belief is similar to the concept of some Muslims, such as the Druzes and the 12 Shiites who are waiting for the Mahdi. According to the writings of the Ismaili Pirs, this is a restricted vision which limits God's manifestation to a minute part of time. Indeed, when the end of time came, countless souls had not reached salvation, since only 90 minutes, right? Four Gadis, 90 minutes were left from the last Khalifa Kalab cycle. Oh my God, Kalabs, where does knowledge coming from? cycle before the Kalab cycle, Khalifa Kalab. Okay, before the end of the creation, God in His infinite mercy expanded the duration of the last remaining 4 garis, gari, ah, clock, 4 garis totaling 90 minutes, to 4 yugs totaling, okay, this is like how much? 4 million, 300, maybe 4 million, billion, 320,000 years. Okay. If I'm wrong, sorry, I couldn't go far than this because in Karachi, medical school and then O levels in maths, I didn't reach. How much is this? 4 million or 4 billion? 4 million, no, 4 billion? Okay, 320,000. So it's 4320000 years. So I can only read up to properly like 320,000 years. Anyways, this 320,000 years. Therefore, the duration of the 4 yugs is insignificant compared to the total duration of the creation. Thus of thought. Oh, this is a very long one, yeah. So, anyways, historically presented. Thus of thought, the Ismaili is far from following the historicity presented by the Hindus. It's first and foremost a doctrinal concept where the 10 common names of avatars shared is a minute part of the lineage, imams, who manifested themselves before creation. Now there are imams who manifested them before creation, after creation, and after creation, okay, that time. And mostly before the advent of Das Avatars. In the Ismaili Das Avatar, one will always find a verse reminding that we are talking about the avatars of Imam Ali. Dasrat, the father of Sri Ram, was an Ismaili Imam. Oh my God. Can you believe this? No, no, but like like, so they wouldn't lie or make this up, right? Dasrat, the father of Sri Ram, was an Ismaili Imam. It is only at his death that Ram became Avatar Imam. However, for Hindus, how did they find this? Script, which meant, my goodness, Dasrat, who was the father of Ram, had no special divine. However, for Hindus, Dasratha had no special divine status. As his son, Ram is considered Avatar since birth. So I think Ismailism makes more sense, right? About Ram and Dasrath, his father, mostly his father. We will also be reminded in the Ismaili Das Avatar of the Imam of the name of Ali's light before the start of the creed. Oh, excuse me, I'm overwhelmed. Among the contemporary Ismailis, some like the senior missionary Abu Ali Bai, Abu Ali Ali Bai, have equated the Das Avatar to the Darwinian theory of evolution. Here we bring, so nothing against Dr. Richard Dawkins, scientist. The Darwinian theory of evolution also is included. Many groups, especially according to this senior missionary Abu Alibai, Alibai. Many groups, particularly in Gujarat and Rajasthan, have interpretations of the Das Avatar which span the whole gamut between the Hindu concept and the Ismaili concept. Without going into the Druze interpretation of Imam Hakim's declaration that he is the 10th manifestation of God on earth. So the difference is that the manifestation of God, but he's not God himself. Like this manifestation is created by God. The mirror is created by God, like the mirror reflects, but he's not God. It's just a reflection. Oh God. So if you're looking at yourself, if God is not looking at himself, right? God is beyond. But he created all this mirror and he created his manifestation on earth. The manifestation he created. We should point out that Al Khan III has said in a farman to the Ismaili community in the subcontinent that our religion is evidenced by our religion is evidenced by ancient history. I correct myself. So they haven't stolen it, they haven't messed up the Hindu religion. See? Oh, I thought, oh, like Prophet Muhammad did. Quran. So we should not point out. No, we should point out that the Akhan, sorry, yeah. So our religion, Akhan the third has said this. Our religion is evidenced by ancient history. It is just as it was at the time of Imam Hakim Amrillah, and Imam Ala Zikrihis Salam. Bombay, January 31st, 1926. Therefore, there was an Ismaili concept of 10 manifestation of God on earth in the time of Fatimid Caliph Hakim. Oh, he was the Fatimid. Okay. According to Gibbon and Philip Aziz, also, in his handwritten affidavit, presented in the British court in 1899, the Al Khan the third explains how an avatar such as fish, machi in Sindhi, could also Sindhi, um, could fit into the doctrines of the Ismailis. He explains it from the fact that the Khoja prayers always mention fish and Ali as incarnation of the God. But it's now an incarnation of the God. They don't believe in incarnation of the God, maybe manifestation of the God and part of the universal one. They have accepted the theory of Dusodar. Dusodar. Okay, that's Sikh. And Ismailis believe that Ali and others are incarnation of the One. They are not incarnation of God, but incarnation of the One. So here they're not the manifest. They're the manifestation of God by the and the incarnation of the One. And who is this One? God only knows. It is different than the Hindus. I can't understand. Sorry. Here it's incarnation of the One, not God himself. God is beyond Imam Ali. Anything we can, he's beyond our reach. He's just non existent for us. But he's like what Mossab Hassan said, we believe in this. Muslims believe in this, but the God that it is just in our, it is, this God is a figment, not even a figment of our imagination. Okay, so it is extremely important to understand that in the Ismaili concept, the 10 avatars are 10 imams. It's late now. Again, my timings are messed up. I slept in nighttime. Raat ki Rani. I'm the queen of the night. And so people suffer. Here. If I do my work at night, they're seen as manifestations, not in, oh, now they explain, you see, though, here written incarnation. The manifestation, not incarnation or reincarnation in the Hindu interpretation. Oh, so the interpretation of this incarnation is manifestation. Amongst the uninterrupted line of which there is a mention of 25 million, billion, 920,000 at the power of, oh no, this 9 with Imam Aftars. This 259200000, power of 9. This is just reference. No, this is reference 25920000. Imams avatars, manifestation of the Nur, the divine light during one's life cycle, an existence of Brahma composed of countless kalps, jugs, and other such time concepts, covering 100 divine years of the cycle of creation of one Brahma. In this regard, the Asal Dua, original Dua, first and original Dua, Asal means original. Uh, Asal, which is the previous Ismaili prayer attributed to Pir Sadruddin, 700 AH. Okay, recited for centuries and at least up to 1956 CE, the Christian era CE, gives 27 names of imams before the names of the dust of the Christ era. No, it can't be Christ era, right? What is CE now? I can't remember what I learned. Terrible memory. Sorry about that. Gives 27 names of imams before the names of the dust of names of Imam Aftars long before the period of four yog, sorry, excuse me, and long before the first much Aftar of the Hindus. Some of these 27 names, 2 plus 7 is 9. 9 is very, it comes back. It's like everything comes back. That number 9, Allah, is sacred to Hinduism too. Preceding the Das Avatars are similar to some names of Sumerian and Mesopotamian gods and not similar to the name of any Hindu deities. There is not even similar to any of the Hindu deities and the Sumerian and Mesopotamian gods. Long time ago, yeah? So there's a Gujarati version of the Asal but is it Gut? But Ji Dua of Pir Sadruddin in manuscript or Ghat. Ooh, sorry if I mispronounced this. Ghat or Ghat. Agha. Agha. Oh, that's Agha. Yeah, GH. Okay. Manuscript HS004 dated 1896. It was found in Mumbai and it gives names of imams. It was found in Mumbai. Names of, I think because they came to India, they could reveal all this. Otherwise, they would have been finished. God hadn't. Of course, some true God was with them that they didn't get finished. So they brought the secrets out. They were hiding this from their own Muslims and gives names of imams before the Dasaftar, such as Allah, Namnil, Anil, Sun, Nan, Janan, Nur, Tej, etc. Oh my God. One could see a strong symbolism in the choice of these names. Manuscript is half in Kojki script. Oh, I didn't. Yeah, there's a Kojki script too, but it's redundant now. But they have it, Smileys, and half in Gujarati script, which I didn't learn Kojki script. This happens often in manuscripts written between late 1800s and early 1900s. Oh, my grandaunt Mamie knew also Sanskrit, how to write. I wonder if she knew the Kojki script. And when Gujarati script started replacing Kojki, oh, you see, in the daily use of the community. After Adam, Asal Dua had many names of Imam Aftar, which are the same as well-known biblical persons such as Melchizedek. I'm sorry, I'm just reading it out and explaining in my own way, roughly. I hope you don't mind. Is it boring? No one's here to tell. If you find this boring, please let me know. Shall I skip some? Melchizedek. And I name it like, Malki Sadik. Our Imam Sadiq, the Shia Imam Sadiq means truthful, and Milki means that he's the king. Malik in the Quran, Arabic. Biblical persons such as Melchizedek, Aaron, Shamun al-Safa, Simon Peter, and others. Asal Dua, many names of Imam Aftars. These are all. The motto thus Aftar of Pir Shams. Pir Shams makes it clear in the few starting lines that the concept is first and foremost of the lineage of the Imam. Pir Shams introduces the name of Imam Aftar Ahonad and primordial Ahonad, which is an Imam Aftar from pre-eternity, before time is created. So, what could this be before time created? Huh? Close your eyes. Maybe is it Imam Ismailis? Is it this for awareness, uncreated? So this is an Imam. You see, not God in the Ismaili. God is beyond this also. Pure awareness. That's what another lady was saying on YouTube. I left her. Oh, unfortunately, we Shias we don't have Imam. Sorry, God. We have Imams, but we don't have. We don't. There's no. This God is beyond even the figment of our imagination. Doesn't come in our imagination. Even this pure awareness, which is timeless, this is the primordial Ahonad, but unfortunately, it's not Allah. Zahra. So what a disappointment. Which is an Imam of thought from pre-eternity, before time is created. We found him. Muji Baba will say this is God, right? It's not God. According to the Shia Ismaili and 12 Shias also, it can't be God. Ah. So this is what when Allama Rashid Rabi was saying the dua to protect you when you leave, Ahlul Bayt to guarantee your protection when you leave the house and come back. Safely you will come back. कोई ताकत और कोई कुव्वत सिवाय ज़ात वाजिब के नहीं है. Oh, this ज़ात wajib is this. Aghnath, the Imam, pre-eternity, Imam Avtar. कोई ताकत और कोई कुव्वत सिवाय ज़ात वाजिब के नहीं है. उसी पे तवक्को कर रही हूँ या कर रहा हूँ, if you are male, जो हय्युल क़य्यूम है. And even this Hayyul Qayyum attribute is Imam Ahonad. I found his name, at least. Very excited, overexcited, overwhelmed, but not God. So close, but no cigars. Like my coach, hockey team coach in Karachi American School used to say. So this is a great disappointment. Allah, so pure awareness is not Allah according to Ismailis, which is an Imam Avtar from pre-eternity, before time is created, before Brahma comes to be, creation, I think. Okay, however, Shia Ismailis interpret Brahma. Therefore, the Asal Dua, original, or Asal, yeah, the first names of Imams. Therefore, in the Asal Dua, the first names of Imams are not linked to this creation. They also have this, but are very symbolic of stars, names from the spiritual world, such as Ahonat, as we saw, pure awareness, which is absolute, timeless, which has no birth, which has no death, before time. Allah, indescriptible, nil, without name, Nur, light, Janan, gnosis, etc. Oh my God. And so it goes on about the manuscript, the HS. What does HS stand for? 0004, dated 1896 AD, right? Of the Heritage Society starts with the words I found. See, I found it. 007. Detective. So, and Heritage Society starts with the words, thus Aftar of Maulana na Murtuzali is the first Imam of the 12 Shias and the fourth Caliph of the Sunnis, pointing to the first fact that these are 10 manifestations of the same Imam Ali. Then there are these, from Imam Ali also, the lineage of Imams. But this is like from time immemorial, before time. And Buddh, you see how these, Hindus, Buddh Mati Shish. So from Buddh you become Shish. Some writers describe the 10th Naklanki or Kalki avatar as one specific avatar coming at the end of time. This is not the Ismaili concept at all. There is no real individuality to the name. For instance, the name Naklanki avatar is used for all 49 Imams, starting from Hazrat Ali up to the present today. Now, the present one is the 50th Imam, His Highness Prince Rahim Aga Khan. The lineage of the 49th Imams, this was written when the 49th Imam from Hazrat Ali is still part of the sixth chapter of the current dua. So now they must have added the 50th Imam. Another name, Malik Salam, was used as name of the Imam, father of Prophet Abraham also. So that's why the 12 Shia not knowing. You see, you should rely on these better Ismailis. We don't know. You keep telling us that Azar was not the father of Abraham, but he was the uncle of Abraham. But Allah mentions Azar because he was a polytheist. Uh, uh, and- no, no, not because, but he was a polytheist, but he was the uncle. Abraham's father cannot be a polytheist. The 12 Shia said that's why he was not Azhar, the name of Abraham's father mentioned, and he's not the father, he's the uncle, but Abraham is to call him a father. Malik, Imam Malik Salam. The Ismailis even know Abraham's father's the true father, biological father. The Asal Dua says in the genealogy of Imams Bud Mati Shish. Imam Shish from Imam Bud. Therefore, no Avatar Imam in Ismailism is cut off from the previous Imams, nor is considered a reincarnation of the previous Imam. The Javantri or the Gavantri of Pir Sadruddin. Sorry if I mispronounced. Javantri. Also gives the following line: Buddh, Mati, Shish, Sam, Malkin, Islam, and so on. What else is important? You see, the Christians are the Hindus. This part is very important. I have to read this chapter also. This paragraph. What am I saying? Oh, sorry, I'm spellbound also. Have you watched that movie Spellbound by Alfred Hitchcock? Further major difference is that Hindus present some history of the first 8 avatars, while there's scarce knowledge of the ninth Buddha avatar, except that some are confusing him with Gautama Buddha. Yeah, Gautama lived. I also confused. Yeah, him. Gautama lived in a completely different era, the era of the biblical Ezekiel. That's it. There's the era of Zoroaster and that of Nebuchadnezzar, perhaps even that of Darius and Confucius. It is common knowledge that Gautama Buddha had no keen affinity for the Vedas. So telling Dr. Khalil Andani, what is my worldview? Buddha. Maybe this Buddha. I didn't know what was coming out from me. But now, hmm. So, unlike Ismailis who considered that the Quran was the fourth Veda, but all previous Vedas were acceptable in their time. It is common knowledge that the Gautama Buddha had no keen affinity for the Vedas, unlike Ismailis, who considered that the Quran was the fourth Veda. Ooh, terrible thing, Quran. The Ismaili, this I don't agree. Quran. The Ismaili Buddha avatar, on the contrary, is in the period of Adam. Indeed, the imamat of Buddha, Adam's father. Buddha was Adam's father. So, what is my worldview? To Dr. Khalil Andani's question. Buddha. Acha, the father of Adam, now Zahra finds out, is passed to his grandson, the biblical Sheesh, Seth, a completely different time period. Pir Sadruddin as a whole Granth epistle in 522 verses dedicated specifically to events of the time of Buddha avatar, with Buddha avatar instructing the sacrifice of the cow, putting an end to the Hindu concept of the sanctity of the cow, which is still prevalent today, an event that preceded and with other events lead to the start of the Kali Yuga. Besides, there are many chapters on Buddha avatars, appearing in various Jinans and Granths, such as Anand Akhado, and in Ismaili Das Avatar epistles and books. According to an article of Simonov, I can't pronounce this, the name properly, published in 1929, Dal, Dal, Dai, no, Dal Fidai, Dai Fidai, Dal Fidai, Khurasani has given a genealogy of 58 imams before Adam, specifically genealogy, specifically between Sri Hall and Imam Hunayd. The Qasida Durye gives names of imams starting from Imam Said, the son of Adam, and is reproduced in English translation by Al-Waiz Bandali Haji Nuran Allah Nur, page, lineage of the pre-Ali Imam. Also, there was pre-Ali Imam, before Ali Imams. Can also be in lineage, can also be found, have been found, or are found in Ash Shafia of the Abu Firas. All these Imams are called Ali. How dare you, Zahra, not knowing, ignorant. माफ किया तुम्हें नादान समझ के देखो तुमको माफ कर दिया हमने. Indian song, movie song. Nadan समझ. I told Ali Devil. I didn't know this Ali. Oh, that Ali. Yeah, that Ali also Imam. So I don't know what's going on. So, anyways, I'm trying to figure this out. All these Imams are called Ali, but they have evidence recorded, genealogy, 58 Imams before Adam, recorded. Dal Fidai Khurasani or Dai Fidai Da'al. Oh, Da'al Fidai Yani Khurasan. Are you overwhelmed? As part of the Asal Gut But Dua. Now it's Gut. Yeah. Gut. Gut. G Dua. Long genealogies of the Imams Aftars are recited every morning in Jamaat Khanat and in Ismaili. They have a whole genealogy. So how can they deny? During evening of important religious days, when the ceremony of the holy water was performed. Gracious, I sometimes in my life in college, I felt that I was a direct descendant of Adam, innocent. I loved innocence, purity before even Adam did anything wrong and fell. Why should we fall? Buddha. Oh, no, but there's no reincarnation, sir. You can't be the father of Adam. Buddha. नादा समझ कर तुमको देखो माफ कर दिया हमने प्यार की किताब में जुदाई का नाम भी साफ कर दिया हमने खेल ही खेल में हाँ ना ना प्यार में कभी कभी ऐसा हो जाता है छोटी छोटी बात का फसाना बन जाता है कभी सजना को सजनी Indian movie song coming as part of the Asal Gatbatji Dua. Long genealogies of the Imams of thoughts were recited every morning in Jamaat Khanas and in Ismaili homes and during evening of okay. Let's skip this. Holy water was performed. Allah, holy water. This holy water must be something. Ceremony of the holy water. Thoda mujhe bhi pila do. Just kidding. So that genealogy equated Buddha after Allah. So this I wouldn't be able to all this long recited, huh? And you're saying Torah Manjebe Pilado, these poor Ismailis are reciting, like sitting there reciting. No, no, no. I don't want anything. Your hard work. Toba, toba, was performed. Performed. Oh, that genealogy equated Buddha Avatar with Adam's father, called, sorry, I'm so excited. Sometimes I'm going to read the very dramatic sound coming, emotional. And if I get in the mood, like Mega said, and that poor Ismaili brother saying, I've never been shouted at, like shaking maybe. नाता समझ कर देखो तुमको माफ कर दिया हमने. Ignorant, Zahra. So we have forgiven you because Ismaili saying, you know, like wish. प्यार की किताब से जुदाई का नाम भी साफ कर दिया. I cannot then translate that. Yeah. Oh, my stomach making gastric sounds. Sorry if you can hear that. But I think the sound is cancelled back. Bollywood. Okay, so there's Buddha of thought, genealogy equated Buddha of thought. They have so much knowledge. And what? Well, of course they can. Because Imam Ali said, when the people are not ready for truth, if you give them the truth, they'll kill. Whatever. He didn't say that, but you know, when a person, then they can be sacrilegious against you. Like you. See how you were when you were ignorant? But if we, no, no, you see, there's time for everything, time and place. But I was ignorant. Why wouldn't Imam Agha Khan the fourth step down? Like, oh, no, then the Ismaili brother said, no, no, he's completely in this Islam. Can he wipe out this genealogy? Equated to Buddha Avatar with Adam's father. You know, hello, gentlemen, guys. Hello. Dear subscribers, what knowledge we have here. Genealogy equated Bud Aftar with Adam's father, called Imam Hunayd. Bud Aftar was called Imam Hunayd in some Middle Eastern writing. Said Shish was therefore first Imam of our cycle after Adam's grandfather. He's now Adam's grandfather, Bud Aftar. Before he was Adam's father, now he's Adam's grandfather. Did I read this? Bud Aftar moved from India to Middle East, starting the cycle of Adam. Wait, doesn't it say before that Bud was the father? Maybe there's a mistake here. Bud Aftar, in the contrary, is the period of Adam, indeed the Imamat of Bud, Adam's father, yes, is past. Indeed, the Imamat of Bud, Adam's father. There's some mistake here. Mistake is what I did to the Quran teacher. And then he said if he has knowledge, if he knows why this Allah is misspelled, miswritten in Arabic, I will come back. If no, I will not come back. Now, I was getting overwhelmed as part of the Asal Katbat Ji Dua. Here, no, sorry, here, where were we? Budmatishish. Grandfather or father. I'm not here to humiliate, but we can just correct us. Lots of love to Ismailis. My heart melts before you, Ismailis. Very good people. I don't want to taunt you or get angry. Also, that's not that all. Why should I get angry? Ismaili manuscript of the Dasaftar start with the expression Allah Tohar, by the grace of Allah, or with Bismillah, in the name of Allah, clearly showing their Islamic nature. Right? By the grace of God is also found in many medieval European manuscripts. The expression Allah Tohar stems from Allah Tohar in old manuscript. Oh my God. All this knowledge, of course they couldn't give it. The Sunni Muslims of, or other Muslims. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Abbasides. And before the Abbasides, the Umayyads, by the grace of God, is also, let just correct, maybe grandfather, I haven't understood. So maybe expression, maybe, so many maybes. The expression by the grace of God is also found in many medieval European manuscripts. The expression of Allah Tohar stems from Allah to Ahar in old manuscript and from Allah Tojo Adhar in, did I pronounce this properly? I'm trying to, remember my, read it in Kojki, Koja Sindhi. Allah Tojo Adhar in even older manuscripts. All of the differences between the Hindu concepts of Das Avtar. Now, is it clear? Did I read it properly and clarify? That's the and the Ismaili concept of Das Avtar are major differences. Be it in the fact that in Hinduism the Avtar is an incarnation, that it is an Avtar from birth. Be it that it appears only in a punctual manner. Be it that is restricted to the four yugs, be it that it only appears when evil thrives. All these are fundamentally opposite to the concept of Das Avtar as bearer of the Noor in Ismailism, all the time present. Though Ismailism, oh, that's why Imam Ali said that there's enough light for one who cares to see. Though Ismailism spread in the subcontinent because it adapted to the concept of the place and adopted the Indian vocabulary. I'm trying to wanna be. Improve my accent also. American, going back to American accent. It's easier for me. It never compromised in the tenets of the Ismaili faith brought through the daily prayers, and then I can't concentrate on what I'm reading. Can't understand. Sorry, wait, I shouldn't be pretending. It never compromised in the tenets of the Ismaili faith. Never. Brought through the daily prayers and through the janans. I thought my aunt said ginans. Names of the Saftar. This I'm not going to. And the lineage of Imams in Ismailism, they have all this. Ya Ali, Ya Noor, Maulana, Shah Kareem. Oh, the expression means, oh light of Maulana Shah Kareem. Right? Asal dua mein aaye. The lineage is the asal dua. Allah, what is this? More than evident? It's more than evident. Manifest. It's evidence that the Ismaili interpretation is much more inclusive. Also. Okay, let me read some of this paragraph, some out of this. Excuse me. We have reproduced the lineage where we can see not only names of the 77 Imams, but also confirm that all the Imam from Hazrat Ali, Dasmo Aftar, 10th manifestation, are considered as Naklanki Avtar. And all Imams are the same Noor of Hazrat Ali light. Sarah, why you call our Imam? मेरे मौला को तुमने कहा बेनज़ीर जुबैदा ईरानी origin Temimi. तुमने हमारे मौला को devil का शैतान का During the standing tasbih between the two prayers of the night, Ismaili still used the supplication of Ya Ali, Ya Noor, Maulana Shakani. The expression means, O Ali, yeah, I read this. O light of Maulana Shakarim, help, Adrikni, now it will be my prayer. We find the Das Aftar motto of Sayyid Imam Shah in 1465 verses. I've read the whole chapter about it, literally. The last verse of the Das Aftar ends with Ya Ali, Maula Ali. Ya Ali, Maula. The concept of Imam as bearer of the Nur light makes the lineage of Imams easy to understand. Imam Sultan Muhammad Shah Khan the third Khan made a farman again in Mumbai, 8 September 1885. You should be rest assured that the light Nur of Murtaza Ali is in me, present and apparent before you. We put on the bodily dress. How come we don't have the Nur? It's terrible. Anyways, we put on the bodily dress Jama. Is it Jama? Jama? No, Jama. And put off in the world. I wish we were also Nurs. But our light Nur is descended since eternity. Therefore, you must see it as one light. Then what were we created of? Starlight. There was one light of Ali in Aga Ali Shah. There's no H missing. So I just pronounce Aga Ali Shah and my grandfather, ... The light Noor is present and apparent all the times. Only the names are different. So so how does, so this Noor, I was asking the Ismaili, how does it, and this Noor is for real. This light is for real. And it passes. That's all. But So now my question is, why aren't we also Noor Ilahi? In sacred Satband Ismaili sources, such as centuries-old special prayers of the ceremony of holy water called Asal Katpachi Dua. The same was reiterated during ceremonies from the 13th century and repeated during ceremonies from the 13th century up to 1956. So where's the manuscript containing that prayer from the time of Imam Nizar, the second would say, Satotar Patra, yani 77th Satotar. Is this like in Gujarati or Kojki number word? 77, Patra, yani vessel. Patra is vessel, Satotar is 77. I'm learning. Good. Or maybe Gujarati. Satotar is 77. Imam Charlie's, 40th Imam. Charlie's of Imam Hussain. Imam Charlie's, 40th Imam. That's Aftar. That's it. 10th, manifestation. My goodness. The same will be said of each. You'll be surprised, right? I'm still surprised. I've read this first time, and this my second time today or yesterday, not 12 midnight. Oh yeah, in the midnight tower, she wants more. That's another song. American. Lolo. Now my head. The same will be said of each Imam after Hazrat Ali. Ah, and before Hazrat Satotar, the Jinan of Sayyid Abdul Nabi from that period. All of you, 12 Shias, Mafi Mango, whoever has said this Imam Najis, impure, not good. My father also, in race course, what Imam, what this Imam doing with horses? Not doing like Suleiman has done. A Jinan of Sayyid Abdul Nabi, what Suleiman did with horses. Hazrat, you see in the Quran. A Jinan of Sayyid Abdul Nabi from the period of Imam Nizar, the second repeats the same. And the manuscript from the time of Imam Abul Hassan Shah, I think it's the second Khan, maybe? Don't know. Shouldn't talk too much. We'll say the same except to recite the name of the present Imam. Satotar Patra, Khand Iraq. Khand Iraq. Did I pronounce it properly? Das Aftar, Haq Maulana Shah Abul Hassan Ali, Ware Kero Purakh. Like maybe this is in Gujarati. Ware Kero Purakh. This makes it abundantly clear that each Imam after Hazrat Ali are the same 77 Satotar Patra, 77th Patra vessels, and are the Dasmo Naklanki Avatar, 10th Naklanki manifestation of the third time. In Zawahir's catalogue, there's a manuscript KH96 in which we found the following sentence: Haq Maulana Shah Hassan Ali Hajar Jomo Dasmo Avatar. Hajar. This could be Gujarati, Hajar, not Hajar. True Imam Shah Hassan Ali Shah present, yeah, Hajar. Okay, Hajar, present form, thus Avatar. Jamo form. In left column. Oh my God, look at this. They've given even this sample. Be seen in the right column below as reference to Sitotar Patra vessel. Heritage Society, thank you so much. It goes on and on. Now, I'm not going to read all this. The lineage of Imams from Much a Fish Avatar to Naklanki Kalki Avatar is given below. Sri Macha, all the name. Look, they've got all the genealogy tree lineage. Oh my God, till the 49th. They have to add the 50th Imam. Refers. So, oh, you can download. I'll just, what I'll do is copy it and put it in the live chat. If I lose the live chat, like mistakenly, when it's processing after I finished with this live stream, then you can, then I will put it in the description box. And for now, posting it here in the live chat. You can read. So then, oh God, this was very overwhelming for me. How come God didn't make us of Noor now? How the Noor passes, forget it. Right, Zara? My question to this smiley is, it just passes. It's like DNA. Oh, how come our DNA is bereaved? No, no, lacking. Noor, known Ismaili does of the works in manuscripts. Oh, you can even source online. Read more on this. Nano. You know the nano chips. Nano does of the patience. Click here. Oh my God. The Tasaftar of Pir Sadardi. Tasaftar of Sayyid Imam Shah. Ah, the nano Tasaftar. Nano. Yeah, like that we pronounce. But you know that nano chip, very small. Could be that. I don't know. I'm just guessing. It is. So, like the DNA, you have it all written in the DNA. Conference, British in Toronto. In 1991, Zawahir Moir Ni Noor Ali prepared a manuscript. Found the smaller version. Now, what else is there? The many orphan chapter of Tasavvur. Orphan? What are the orphan chapters of the Tasavvur? Yeah, this I just need to read. Several works contain only verses pertaining to one specific avatar. I have coined them orphan. Specific to one specific. For example, Buddha avatar of Pir Sadruddin. I don't know. It's like Buddha avatar. Acha, the Buddha avatar of Pir Sadruddin. Isn't he the father, grandfather of Adam? Which has been accepted as being a complete Granth by itself and even has been printed as such. For example, the Buddha avatar of like okay. Question is that may it have been could it have been part of a more complete work of 10 parts? We see that in the HS 002007. No, no, I'm not funny. The total of 524 verses is only that last chapter, possibly some bigger work by Pir Hassan Kabir Deen. It goes on like this. A much motto match after match. Okay, what is match now? Motto Bud Avatar of Pir Sadruddin. Starting. These are all manuscripts. Orphan avatars found in various. We can safely conclude that the source of these orphan avatars found in various manuscripts may be worth pursuing and may look at this later on. Oh my God, unknown manuscripts of Das Avatar, the newly discovered manuscripts. It's about the manuscripts. The Das Avatar motto of Pir Shams. Islamic Heritage Society. Smiley, sorry, but well, it is not the aim of the other, but what? Sorry, I can't complete that. But it's Islam, right? It's my Islam name. Bawa Ahmad, Bawa Ahmad Ali, Irana, near Ahmedabad. Oh. So all this manuscript. Oh my goodness! Look how it's Sanskrit. This Gujarat. Let me read. Month of Varhe Posh. Bando Gunegar, the sinner. Hmm. I am Gunegar. It says that it was copied by Lalu Duji Bai. Let me just see how it can be pronounced in Koja Sindhi. Lalu Duji Bai. Bando Gunegar, the sinner. Person is a sinner. The man is, may the Lord forgive. No, sorry, excuse me. Again, the sinning thing, I really get very averse to. Why you think you are sinning? This is not the humble. You see, Imam has taught us that we have to say that Mandu Gunegarai, meaning the man is a sinner or the woman is a sinner, the person is a sinner. May the Lord forgive. Why not? Bando chale gunegar. Why should the bando, the person, be gunegar? Makes me cry. I'm emotional, sorry. He continues by writing that if there is any mistake I have committed. No, I'm not trying to mock him or anything, but I feel so terrible, so I'll be acting funny. Khatai, by me, falter, mistakes, please correct while reading. Allah, so humble, right? Allah. So he's written all this and then said, I'm a sinner. May God forgive me, and if there are any mistakes in this, look, Ismailis, come here. You are not Gunegar. You not have to. Okay, if we make any mistakes, please forgive us. Over. What did it say? Forget English. So there any mistake, please correct while reading. Yeah, because I'm after all a human being. Makes me cry. Not perfect and not pro. Sometimes we make mistakes. We try the best. This humility, good. But let's come to Jiddu Krishnamurti on this. So, what is true humility? Like, okay. But this for the society, no, this for, okay, I've made mistakes, please correct. Very, like, humble. Adam Aj Niri Jan. It has many. So it's near to like the Gujarati Kojki and so this my conditioning also. I feel like a sense of belonging here somehow when I'm not in Ismaili, when I read these like Torah a little bit my Kojki. Oh, he's such a see this conditioning not good, Sarah. Now in this you have a sense of belonging. Oh, sounds so familiar. My language, my this. Oh, sorry, excuse me. I hope I just put my don't eat tobacco. I'll be dizzy. Oh, so now we see Ismailis what after this. So I think this enough reading for now today. Oh my goodness. I didn't go this far. I didn't get this far at first reading. So yeah, you can check out this and more. That's the reference. Excuse me. So now, this is there. Right? So what image came to me? It's not true. That the 50th Imam is the sheesh of Avatar, of Vishnu. That's why I didn't take that image. But I said it on face. Maybe it's this, maybe it's. But, thank you so much, Imam, for being here. I feel he's here. I don't know why I've asked him. Why you want to help me? Maybe I should. So this little very personal to me, very private. So now I was on this, you see. So please don't blame the. Neither should I anymore. Now that I've found smileys for stealing or changing. Why did they do this? But they're sending love and seeking help from the Prophet. So, help from the Prophet, the Imam says the highest expression of God. I was on this, then it's just preparedness because God has given us abundance. So, this is what Ismailis say. The reason why we need to take help from the prophets and the imams. And those ayats, did I read this out now? Coming back to this from my previous live stream on this earlier live stream. So, Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. From thee alone we seek help. Yeah, here it must be somewhere here. From thee alone we seek help. Does this part of the verse 5 imply of Surah Fatiha imply that the seeking of help from the prophets and the imams and the saints is a form of shirk, an association of other beings with the divinity from whom alone all help is to be sought. You see, this I may not have read out in my live stream, earlier live stream on this. Critical appreciation of this, Smiley and Shia and Istighatha. Now, this is not by Dr. Khalil Andani, it's by another Ismaili written. All help is to be sought, right? So, not at all. Again, there is an exoteric and an esoteric way of responding to this question. Exoterically, one need only refer to the words of the verse, Surah 4, ayat 64. So, this is how the Ismailis come in saying there's an exoteric meaning. Esoteric is indirect. Exoteric is, what is the meaning? So they go exo, the Ismailis, they jump to another ayat where Allah, it's implied or that you can take help from the Imams, right? Like you have to take it from Prophet Muhammad, intended for likely to be understood by the general public. Oh, so now you see the word. Let me just understand this exoteric. Not literally understood, but by the public, intent, literally understood. Uh, Become familiar with the esoteric means intended for or understood by only a small number of people. It depends on the with specialized knowledge. And exoteric means intended for or likely to be understood by the general public. This is rephrasely.com. Merriam-Webster, suitable to be imparted to the public. The exoteric doctrine. It belongs to the outer, so what is apparent, like face value, and what is implied would be esoteric also, right? Few can understand. So how the Ismailis and the Shias, you see, reconcile the contradiction of from thee alone, Iyaka nasta'in, from thee alone, yani God, from you alone, we seek help. Right? Surah 1, Ayat 5. Surah Fatiha, first chapter of the Quran, Ayat 5. Now you see where the Shias, they jump to, but you see, exoterically, one need only to refer to the words of the verse. That means Surah 4, Ayat 64. That means if only when they had wronged themselves, let's read the Quran. Surah 4, Ayat 64. To see that God not only permits but encourages the believers to seek the Prophet's prayers of forgiveness for them. Oh, yes. And he himself has to be forgiven. In the Quran, they haven't given that. It will Allah forgives the Prophet. This is from Ghafar, I think. Let me see Surah 4 ayat 64 from Quran.com. So this is how the poorest mind is. They now become poor. They explain the contradictions. There are no contradictions. Then how do you merge? There generally Allah says help from Allah. Then the chosen ones of Allah, like the prophets and all, you go to ask forgiveness. And this is, they say this is not association with Allah. So association is something different for the Ismailis, Shias also, 12 Shias and other Shias. Don't want to leave anyone behind. Alawites, I don't know in detail, so I'm just going to, sorry, I don't mean to leave the Alawite Shias behind, or the Bori Shias, or the Baha'is even, the Shias, or, but, you know, whoever you call yourself, you are. So, sort of, oh, what is it? My terrible 4, 6, Marie. I'm so slow now. Ah, see, I'm rechecking, checking. Now, among the Jews are those who distort words. Oh, I just remembered what Mega said, that, you know, the book inside you. Couldn't God have given a book inside of our hearts? Or somewhere in the mind, or we can read the lights. Oh, sorry. The Quran. We hear and disobey. Bring that down. Surah 4 at 64. See how slow my life is. How it becomes slow. Sorry, excuse me. So we have this. Even the cough is making me slow. And we did not send any messenger except to be obeyed by the permission of Allah, right? And if when they wrong them, oh, I'd come to the messenger, uh, wronged, zalam, zulm, doing zulm on themselves, nafs. And if when they had wronged themselves, okay, doing zulm on their nafs, come to you and ask forgiveness. This is istaghfar. Yeah, this is from astaghfar, of afuro of Allah. And there's the afu, that we have afud you, Rasulullah, Prophet. Surah 9 ayat, getting the ayat number. So this is Ghafur. If they had done zulm on themselves, nafs, and had they come to you, a messenger, This is doing zulm, wrong themselves on their nafs. They'd come to you and ask forgiveness of Allah, and the Messenger had asked forgiveness for them. They would have found Allah accepting of repentance, tawab, that then Allah turned forgiving, most all forgiving, all forgiving. So this is this, and where's that? Uh, Allah forgive you. O Prophet. How many times in the Quran? Surah Tawbah at 43. Here you see. What about this? The Quranic verse, AI overview, see? Referring to it is primarily Surah Tawbah at 43, where Allah addresses the Prophet Muhammad with, "May Allah forgive you," questioning why He permitted some people, hypocrites, to stay behind from a battle before their truthfulness was clear. And why did He not wait for Allah to? Yeah. Oh my God. The Surah Anbiya at 27 is smileys, right? So all that evidence first. Now look at the Quran. It's questioning why He permitted some people to stay behind from a battle before their truthfulness was clear. Emphasizing it's a term of endearment and instruction, not a statement of sin. Oh, as Allah later pardoned the Prophet. But He had to pardon the Prophet, right? So that means Prophet had done something wrong. Maybe not zulm, but zulm on those people. No, not zulm. Other verses show that Allah's general forgiveness for believers who repent or follow the Prophet, yeah? Where there's okay, so a prophet. Now we have to go to and the Ansars, Muhajirs. I just put it like this, right? Ansars. Misspelled. Surah Tawbah ayat 43. Now see this. Afa. Not Ghafur, but Afa. You know, from the Allah's name Afu. Ya Afu. Ya. Allah forgive you. Why did you grant leave to them? Until, no, this is not for the Muhammad, the Prophet. Until evident became to you those who were truthful and you knew their liars, and you knew the liars. Allah turned in the to Prophet and Muhajirin. Okay, let's just end answers. Now let's see this ayat. Surah 9, ayat 117. It's in the same surah. Let's see what the Sunni said. Tafsir also may be found here in mysam.org. So here we have Zeno. Oh, this is from 100. 18. Oh, we should go to 170. Okay. Verily Allah Ta'ala turned only to the Prophet to say in mercy, and the immigrants and the helpers with those followed him, those who followed him in the hour of difficulty. Usrati. After what had nearly deviated the hearts of a party of them, then he turned Abba to them also. Indeed, he to them is most kind, most merciful. Doesn't say Ghaffar, no? But he turned to them. Allah, some say forgiven the Prophet. What this means is forgiven the Prophet and the Muhajirin and the Ansar who followed him in the hour of difficulty. Right. But you see in Surah Taha, what does Allah say? Allah has not revealed this to make this difficult or distressing for you. So why make the path so difficult for your people, the followers? Taha, we did not reveal the Quran to you to cause you distress, right? But only a reminder for those who fear Allah. Now you see, it shouldn't be distressful. A revelation from He who created the earth and us. Just had to read the other ayahs after this. We have not sent down to you the Quran that you be distressed. Quran, you be distressed. So he led the Prophet. Now what happened here? My son, tafsir, is that a Sunni side, Allah forgave the Prophet and his companions for those who inadvertent lapses, for those inadvertent lapses that had been made in connection with the Tabuk expedition in view of their excellent services. The inadvertent lapse made by the Prophet was that he had given leave to stay behind to those people who were able to take part in the jihad. He had given leave, yeah? So he had made it easy for them. Okay, you don't need to. But then Allah says, why did you do this? So you are forgiven. You should not have done this. You should have known better before knowing if they are truthful or false. Like, so for Surah Fat, the Baduans, right? They said, please forgive us. We are busy with our family and our land and all this on what on what's the that is, Allah will not take them to account for their wrong inclinations, for He does not punish a man for that weakness which he himself has overcome and corrected. Oh, wait a minute. This is Maududi. Battle of Tabuk. Mujahid and several others said this ayah was revealed concerning the Battle of Tabuk. They left for that battle during a period of distress. It was a year with little rain, intense heat, and scarcity of supplies and water. You see, Surah Taha too. We have not sent down this Quran to you for you to be distressed. And now, in the period of distress, Qatada said they went to Asham, during the year of the Battle of Tabuk, at a time when the heat was intense. Allah knew how hard things were, and they suffered great hardship. We were told that two men used to divide a date between themselves. Some of them would take turns in sucking on a date and drinking water, then give it to another man to suck on. Oh, terrible. Allah forgave them and allowed them to come back from that battle. Look at this prophet. What he has. Ibn Jarir reported that Abdullah bin Abbas said that Umar bin al-Khattab was reminded of the battle of distress, Tabuk, and Umar said, "We went with the Messenger of Allah in the intense heat for Tabuk. We camped at a place in which we were stricken so hard by thirst that we thought that our necks would be severed. One of us used to go out in search of water and did not return until he feared that his neck would be severed. One would slaughter his camel, squeeze its intestines, and drink its. Oh my goodness. Tasting whatever is left on his. Abu Bakr as-Siddiq said, "O Allah's Messenger, Allah the Exalted, my voice is fainting. It's too much for me to read. Has always accepted your invocation." Said, would you like me to do that? Abu Bakr said yes. The Prophet raised his hands and did not put them down until rain fell from the sky in abundance. Now, would you want me to do that? Twice, okay, to, oh God. It rained and then stopped raining for a while, then rained again, so they filled their containers. After all this, the intestines of camels are squeezed. We went out to see where the rain reached and found that it did not rain beyond our camp. Oh, Ibn Jari said about, yes, very good, miracle happening. Allah has forgiven the Prophet, the Muhajirin, and the Ansar who followed him in the time of distress, meaning with regards to expenditures, transportation, supplies, and water. Oh my God. So, how beautiful this religion is made by the Shias, held by the Sunnis, even though terrible. He suffered during the. But there was no battle. They did not show up, the Romans, travel and battle. This accepted by the Sunnis, Sunni Muslims, now beautiful made by the Shia Muslims. You know, and Ismaili, they have even evidence. Imams coming from like before even. Pure awareness is Imam. Right? So let's stick to pure awareness then. Instead of. So this world and its delusions, my own soul and its caprice, its delusions. Do I command? So what am I to do, O Lord? What am I to do? Imam Ali's dua command. Soul with its illusion, my own soul, the world with its God knows what, I forgot it. Let me just remind myself. Oh, Kume. How I love to find them, the good ones. Kumail was a Sahaba, friend of Imam Ali, advised Kumail ibn Ziyad Nakhai to recite this dua on the eve of every Friday, Jumeirat, Bari Murad, once a month or even like that. So Allah may protect thee from the evils of the enemies and the plots contrived by impostors. O Kumail, in consideration of thy companionship, a companion of Imam Ali, and understanding, I grant thee this honor of entrusting this dua to thee. Bismillah. O Allah, I ask you by your mercy, which embraces all things, by your strength, and through which you dominatest holiness, tremendous face, by your names, by your knowledge, light of your face, first or last. O Allah, forgive me those sins which tear apart safeguards. O Allah, forgive me those sins which draw down adversities. O Allah, forgive me those sins which alter blessings. O Allah, forgive me those sins which hold back supplication. God knows how much of my aura has been torn apart. See? Sins. Full of sins, Zahra. O Allah, forgive me those sins which cut down the hopes. O Allah, forgive me those sins which draw down tribulations and tear apart the aura. O Allah, forgive me every sin I've committed, every mistake I've made. From you with yourself. What about this? I seek intercession from you with yourself. Then you Shias have told me that seeking intercession from Allah is ego. That's why when I start reading Duai Komel, that was the starting point of not understanding how great is it to reach Allah through His beloved, yani intermediary Prophet Muhammad. Now here you say, I seek intercession from you with yourself. Yani you, Allah, with yourself. There's not Imam, not Prophet, no one. And then you tell the Sunnis that no, this or Salafis or those who want to go directly to Allah without intercession. Now seeking Allah's intercession from Himself, from Him, with Himself. Thank God I came to this door. Jumeirad Bari Murad. How many contradictions do I have to correct? Angry. And I ask you, so frustrated. No, my love, I will unconditionally love you, not hate you. What about this directly going to Allah? Now, where was I going? But that's not important anymore, right? Here. So, 12 Shias. Then, what the Ismailis say, definitely word by word, you believe that this is shirk. Going to Allah, asking anything from Allah directly is shirk. Now, here Imam Ali has given this to Kumail. I wonder if the Ismailis have this dua or not. I don't think so. And then you give me here this. Imam Ali has given this dua to Kumail, and I seek intercession from you with yourself. And I know you also, 12 Shias, say the same thing about shirk. And on this point, these points which the Ismailis have given and explained in detail in their hidden shirk. God knows what you have missed from the Ismailis, Shias. Only they had wronged themselves, they had come to thee. But ask from Allah. So you think, you see what they're all gapla done here. Upside down, mishmash, problem. Oh, it's so terrible. hidden shirk. Yani going Imam, so preparing this is even Ismaili properly explain in detail. You will explain in majlises. I will read your. Also, there are like articles, books, detail. I read everything. Year 2000. Don't, but now Ismaili way. So this is a reminder that this is what we 12 Shias, when I was a 12 Shia, believed in. So on one hand, this, but direct themselves mazahir. Dua is not that you ask anything from Allah, right? So this would be, it has some consistency, but even then it goes Ismailis. Uh, uh, this article is, I can't complete my. Here also they have contradictions, and they could not reconcile to this contradiction. Ismaili notes and Khayal Ali written, thank you. So where is it now? I can't here highlight. I have to put it in the notes and highlight. So the insights of Sufis such as Ibn Arabi, within shirk in which believers arrogantly reject the help and intercession of the Prophet Muhammad. Moreover, praying to Allah directly is through whom God's mercy blessing. There is not shirk. Moreover, what's the point you always said? If one responds to the side, better to ask him. Yes, since God is all powerful, it is better to ask him directly. The point is missed entirely. Those who say, Muslims who say this. This view mistakes the issue. Those who call seeking the help of the prophets and imams shirk, associating partners with God, have misunderstood the matter. Prayer is not about persuading God, forgive you even, or what was in Dua Kumen, or the intercession. No, yeah? So my soul with its dilly-dallying and the world with its delusions, has fooled me or deceived me. Prayer is not about persuading God, whose giving is constant, but about preparing the soul to receive, just to receive. It's for, okay, to receive the forgiveness, what He always bestows or should have already bestowed to you, given to you, right? You are already forgiven. You are already, to just realize that, right? That's how it should be written here. Ismailis, sorry, excuse me. So his God is continuously also in this giving you. Surah Rahman ayat. God is involved in a matter every day, every moment. Whose giving is constant. Also, and shall we take Shakti going that Allah has given us? God is divine. We have abundance. Excuse me. Now what is coming? Hiccups? But about preparing the soul to receive what He always bestows. Just preparing it. Let me see if I can. So you are already forgiven. And why should you? Why didn't God even protect you from doing bad, wrong things? Huh? See, this God has given us a runaround, right? And He left. So instead of on forgiveness, Allah has bestows His forgiveness. So why doesn't He protect you from it, the wrong, then that you be deserving of forgiveness? Why doesn't He give you humility so you remain humble? and forgiveness. Like, you don't need forgiveness from Allah because you are protected, believers. Whoever believes in Allah or any divine, should not be doing wrong, protected from doing wrong, sins and all this, right? That's where this is all wrong. Shia side, or whatever points the 12 Shias may bring out, that the ego, that's why Allah has kept these ones for you, to seek them as intercessors. Now here, Imam Ali, if this dua is from Imam Ali, huh? And how you 12 Shias even take the opportunity, some of you, to go to Dr. Khalil Adani or Salim Ladani and say, come to our 12 Shia. And then what will you tell me about not going directly to God? Because that's shirk. That is hidden shirk. Where is it? So why couldn't it be like intercession with you? Where is it? There's no shirk in this, right? Very good. I came to draw down tribute mistakes. I seek wa astash bika illa nafsi illa nafsi bika bika, from you with yourself. Wa astash, right? I seek intercession. This is from Shafa. I seek intercession from you with yourself. Ah, so you see, the Ismailis would say this nafs with yourself. The nafs is the creation of Allah. His nafs, even his nafs with yourself. Wow, amazing, amazing. What the mind, how deeply we, you know, the, so, and this is Imam, because Allah is beyond everything. So even this tells you that this yourself, the self of Allah, is a creation, and that's an Imam, right? Ismailis would say this. That's not Allah. Ah, intercession from you with yourself, not my nafs, because my nafs is terrible ego. Ah, with yours, from you with yourself. Very, very good, Ismailis. I got you. But now, you see where I catch you? Surah Fatiha, fifth verse. Now, what Allah say? We ask yourself, you alone we worship, Na'budu, and you alone we ask for help. You alone, there's no nafs of Allah here mentioned. Iyaka na'budu, there's no nafs. It is you, not his nafs alone. We worship. Again, wa iyaka nasta'in. So, iyaka, you alone, no nafs mentioned here. We ask for help. Nasta'in. Got you. It's my deeds. Sorry. If you are in pain, I am also in pain. My whole day goes like I can't get up. I hope you can get up. So now what do we do? Such a beautiful A love so, a fate so beautiful. Now we grieve and we distort Michael Bolton's song. We let it slip away, Zara. You hit us so hard. We don't know where we are. He's smiling. Summer sun went down our love long ago. Now we sing all those sad songs. Yeah? Smiley's you. No, no, that's not what I want for you. So you remain in this. Remain. Is it really over? Magus is struggling. That poor Magus, Zoroastrian. I tell him, then why Allah not a God? Oh, sorry. Why this good God? Magus and Muse, yeah? Where is it? Is it really over for us, for the Magi's? Magus, Magi. Is it really over? In this he cry, he get right? Oops. How many of you will follow? Or this, believe, not follow, believe in this God, one God. Where is it? On it there? Is it 4 years ago? Is it really over? All this Judaism, Islam, Christianity, all wrong. So what you say here? Who will follow the Zoroastrian religion or Zoroastrians? Is it really over for us? For them? Good God never do this. So I say, and he's crying and crying here, right? He become moody. Like I also become go in that mood. Abhi isko aaya hai bolenge. My father, we family. Abhi isko aaya hai. Mood. Go in that mood. I get angry, emotional. So is it like then why the good God allow, permit that it really be over? And maybe not over, not really over until it's over for you Magi's, Zoroastrians. But it come to that point where you are hanging on the edge for you to save your religion. And who are you to save your religion? Your good God should not have allowed these wrong ways taking Judaism, Christianity, Islam, all other religions against you, your original good God. Right? But now you have to throw tantrums and get emotional. Who will follow us? Who will keep this flame alive of the true religion, Zoroastrian? Why does good God allow such a thing? Make it difficult. So what I think is this God is demiurge. It's creator God, not God. Terrible. Making children suffer, making your good God, that's good God, invisible, uh, darkness going, covered. The so-called believers making the good God in covered up. This bad God coming, believing in this bad God. this God of Judaism, Christianity. Going further, even that going away with the advent of Islam. Moreover, moreover, Jews not believing in Christ when He corrected them. That's not good God, good Father. Take Him as your Father. You are doing evil things. Right? This is what, in other words, Megas said in this video. Is it really over? Even this one, a good God shrouded. Why he shrouded himself? And the bad God and the bad believers winning. Why? Tell me. Why? And you are crying, and I will be crying too, that I hardly have any followers and who were subscribers and who is serious here. And please share my, and I'm not professional, and how will I help you if you don't help me, Muslims? This and getting angry now, trolls and all this. What's the day tomorrow? Do they have to go to work? Friday. Maybe half day. For the Muslims, not the Hindus here. Oh, oh, maybe the Hindus also go to the temple. Friday, Krishna Day. Christians will be going to. Or Christians must be cursing. No, no, must be saying, God bless her. She ignorant. Make Jesus Christ help her, give her sleep in the night time. Every time I sleep in the night time, then I see these videos, then, too much for me. Yeah, it's too much for me to take. So maybe I also stupidity going immature. I scared. I weak. I tell you. I can't take it. Can you take all this? Children having diseases, dying of cancer, even. Children getting cancer. My mother's the relative child doctor, like for cancer and all this, children cancer. She go every day, see children in cancer. Shia, 12 Shia. How she feel, you think? She still believe in Allah. Never question him. Why Allah make children give children cancer? And you know what happened in cancer? And someone Hindu will say karma, and that one will say God knows what the parents did or ancestral sins coming on the child, DNA. Religious people like this. Where's that good God? Please tell me that at least, okay, if you say He's there, believe there's a good God, yeah? Okay. Then why are you screaming, shouting that trying to save this good God? Only you are a believer in good God. Majority of them are believers in bad God, but they think they are good. He's a good God, right? And this good God of yours has covered him up, allowed, permitted them to cover him up. And with that garb, religious, evil garb, these poor people brainwashed to believe in this bad God, even Jews. Why he allowed this, the good God? All this a game, wicked creator's game. Sorry, that's why I can't help Megas. Ask him question, comment here in this video, under this video. Let's see, has he given me an answer or is he quiet? Oh my goodness, rampant narcissism. We have an app. Oh, I have to go to his Vegas and news, and I'll see if he has, maybe not right now. Let's see. It's really over. Oh, he's replied. I'm like you a bit, Magus. I've been getting in this mood very often. Magus, if there is a good God, then why did he allow all the bad and power hungry people to hijack the truth or the true religion and rule over the people? I think it's the demiurge, and this creator is awful. Thank you so much for your love. I love you, my wonderful friend. I have to give him a heart here. But see, he couldn't reply. But thanks for your love, my wonderful friend, he calls. Now, how I just give him heart quickly. I have no words. See, he couldn't reply to this. Megas couldn't reply. Again, I'm reading my comment here. Megas. So you have gone. Here it is. Did this video. Oh, I'm like you a bit, Megas. You know, emotional, get in that mood, angry, see, bad words. I've been getting in this mood very often. Megas, if there is a good God, then why did he allow all the bad and power hungry people to hijack the truth and him and rule over the people? I think it's the demiurge. And this creator is awful. Thank you so much for your love. And this poor wonderful Negus has said, I love you, my wonderful friend. This is, mirror reflection of you, Negus, that you call me wonderful. So, so this is the end of. Now, where do we stand? We stand on nothing. It's smileys also, but we're together in this. Oh, of course, how can you? How can I just walk away from you? I can understand your heartstrings. We love your Imam. He's present, Hazir Nazir. And no one has been able to harm him. He's protected, thank God. I mean, yeah, but you know, uh, so, and Shias, your 12th Imam, is in occultation. But Ismailis is present and they see him. A wonderful Imam. Absolutely wonderful. So, okay, I can understand that you will not be able to maybe leave. You don't have the strength. We have been so weakened. The strength God should have given us from inside. So He hasn't. I've been looking for the strength. I can't find it. Every time now, you see, here I was like, how to fix this. What a fifth Imam of this. So wonderful. Makes me cry, really. Well, so much narcissism. And this is here in this world, right? Alone we cannot make it. So can we believe in humanity at least? And whatever power we have now inside, okay, there's a lot of evil. So God allows evil. I've experienced that in my life and been begging for good inside of me, strength in this piteous, I call it, billet, olive branch, in this piteous Strength in this. Oh God, help. What chapter is it? Just a minute, yeah, now I'll read this chapter. Strength in piteous weakness, for patience in extreme need. Certainly at some hour, though perhaps not your hour, the waiting waters will. Where's that strength? The terrace. He struggles with the natural character, the strong native bent of the heart. May seem futile and fruitless. Now the heart and the mind fighting. Reason betimes to check, but in the end they do good. This is just a, you know, consolation that we like to give ourselves. Foolish. They tend, however, slightly to give the actions, the conduct, that turn which reason approves. Turn more equal, using reason, that turn which reason approves, and which feeling, perhaps, too often opposes. They certainly make a difference in the general tenor of a life and enable it to be better regulated, more equable, quieter on the surface. And it is on the surface only the common gaze will fall. As to what lies below, leave that with God. Man, your equal, weak as you, and not fit to be your judge, may be shut out thence. Take it to your Maker. I have many a times failed. He didn't help me. Show him the secrets of the spirit he gave the weakness. Ask him how you are to bear the pains he has appointed. Life is a battlefield between good and bad, opposites. This is the tragic enigma of life, tragedy. Kneel in his presence and pray with faith for light and darkness. Imam Ali had said there's enough light for one who cares to see. But how did this darkness come? For strength in piteous weakness, for patience in extreme need, certainly at some hour, though perhaps not your hour, the waiting waters will stir in some shape, though perhaps not the shape you dreamed. What about positive affirmations? It doesn't happen, I experience. Some of it doesn't come true, which your heart loved and bled for which it bled. The healing herald will descend, the cripple and the blind and the dumb and the possessed will be led to bathe. Herald, come quickly. Thousands lie round the pool, weeping and despairing to see it through slow years, stagnant. Long are the times of heaven, the orbits of angel messengers seem white to mortal vision. They may end-ring ages, cycle of one departure, and return may clasp unnumbered generations. Unnumbered generations clasp, and dust, kindling to breathe suffering life, and through pain, passing back to dust, may meanwhile perish out of memory again, and yet again. To how many maimed and mourning millions is the first and sole angel visitant, him Eastern's call, Azrael. I tried to get up next morning. Here's the, here is an absurdity. Was I mourning a cost? The second evening passed as sweetly as the first, more sweetly indeed. We enjoyed a smoother interchange of thought. Old troubles were not reverted to. Acquaintance was better cemented. I felt happier, easier, more at home. That night, instead of crying myself asleep, I went down to dreamland by a pathway bordered with pleasant, crying ourselves to sleep. This is the reality of life, right? Where the waters. So when God gave me the miracle, southern suns, but it's been 2025 now. Lead me to waters. I thought God was there enjoying southern suns. Oh no. Lead me to waters. Then every day, wait, Zara. Give me one more night. Maybe someone will listen here. Khalil Gibran, the prophet with Al Mitra. Wait, someone will come. Another person will join Weightlessness here and realize, awake to a nightmare. There's no good God. Lead me to waters. Oh, I thought it would be so great with Mummy, principal, in Karachi. My cousin came from Seattle, said, it's like Seattle, Karachi. Oh, so, now having that faith in the miraculous God who gave me a miracle of a lifetime, saved my life in year 1989, September, October. Thereon, I thought, oh, blessings. Karachi would become Seattle, even better. Lead me to waters. This night, this place tremble in my hands. Headlights on the windshield, but I see you summertime cotton dress in your hand. I love the song lyrics. Oh, I have to go to eLyricsNet. I hope I don't compromise my. Come find me. Where are you? Where I learned some lessons, change my ways. Don't drag me back to the past. Oh, my darling. Oh, my love. Only you I'm thinking of. Come find me. Lead me to water. Come inside now. Second chance. I won't lose again. How much longer must I wait to touch my love, my love? They only told you what they want you to know. Longer hair, same smile, ages past you. Yeah, you understand me. It's there in your eyes. Fill the empty. Fire the soul. Wash the distance away. Only you can do it. Have you found your darling? I found my darling mummy in my heaven. Oh, longer hair, you see. Yeah, before she had shorter hair. Smiles turned into warnings, leave her alone. But I learned some lessons, changed my ways. Heaven, I found you. My darling mummy makes life so funny. I call her mummy. Longer hair, same smile. Age has passed you. Yeah, you understand me. It's there in your eyes. Fill the empty files. So humanity, or if you have found, but God had to be like this. Destiny was very favorable, kind in college. And then she was 60, then 67, then now she's 93. Very painful. But love doesn't hurt, right? So then I went against Khalil Gibran. I started to think, oh, when I'm hurting, like I'm missing my mommy in London and all this, contemplating that no, love shouldn't be hurting, right? Or even in 1989, it is not love that hurts you. So do you have the religion of love? And how come this religion of love has been covered by the bad God, creator, and all this tests and trials we have to go through? And what God knows what suffering. So love, Khalil Gibran says in The Prophet on Love, as love shall crown you, so shall it crucify you. And I'm like, no. See, Jesus Christ, he wasn't crucified by love. He was crucified by the disbelievers, by those who didn't believe in him, by the hate, those who didn't love, those who didn't know that God is love. God, we're not sinners, whatever, so like that. I worked it out that love doesn't hurt. But as God sent his son to be sacrificed like this to redeem the sinners. So that's another. Anyways, just giving a bad example of Jesus Christ since he was crucified. So maybe Khalil Gibran, that's why it says, as love shall crown you, so shall it crucify. But love never crucifies you. See love with love's eyes, and you will see what you've never seen before. Feel love's hunger, and you will want to give it all your food, whereby starve yourself, or thereby starve yourself. But love will never make you starve, for it will fill you up for all the seasons that you live. And I thought, love can never hurt you. Love is only. So when you're dying, when you can't, like in cancer, I was just reading Sir Pradeep Mukherjee's healing card, this quote on his healing card. Ooh, uh, cancer. While living with cancer, God will give relief in pain and suffering. Tell about your pain and suffering to the book or card. I'm not able to pass my stool. I'm not able to pass my urine. I'm not able to digest my food. I'm not able to eat. I am having too much bloating. I'm not able to move. It hurts me. I just added that on Sir Pradeep Mukherjee's card. Whatever, it's on Facebook, yeah, also. But there's one here also on YouTube, his website. Oh, sorry, his channel. Whatever the symptoms, keep talking to the book card after week or 10 days. See if you feel that God has been healing something. He's got the true God. The true God has now communicated with Sir Pradeep Mukherjee. And give us the grace, oh God, give us your grace. I can't. So all this, right? Oh, man. The only thing is this God. I have a question for Sir Pradeep Mukherjee. I haven't been able to reach him on Zoom or anywhere. That like these other people, maybe Meri Kismat, they don't. I don't know. So, like, why would this true God that has now come to save us, souls, um, give free will because He loves His children, right? There's no, like I said in my previous one of my earlier live streams on this, what is this in free will? What is the blessing in free will? Look where we are now, right? Food for Carl, his son. He gave his son free will, and that you call love. That he calls love, this God. Shouldn't have, we don't want any freedom. We just want to realize we just want good, to do good. What kind of free will is that that could make us even do bad and hurt people? That's not a blessing. If the Christians think this is a blessing, I don't know what kind of person, what kind of thought, where is this coming from? Insane. Oh, I've bought some food. I'll be going to eat it. So maybe I can get up. Oh, it'll be painful. So love. Okay. So even this love, like Sir Pradeep Mukherjee's other card, on another healing card, he's put this Falguni ji and Pradeep ji on Facebook also. You can find him on his channel on YouTube and his healing cards. Humans are attached to other humans, to objects, to ideas, to concepts, to gurus, and the gods. Every attachment also brings in aversion, thereby creating suffering and pain in the humans. Attachment, affection, fondness, longing, devotion, and love appear to be positive traits, but is only a veneer covering veneer, maybe a veneer covering what is behind, the missing feeling, the lacking feeling, the feeling of not being whole and complete. See, this is what alakgod.com healing card, grace of God, grace of Goddess and God, Falguni ji and Pradeep ji on Facebook, just reading out the healing card. So you see, I tried in London, contemplated. Why do I miss in pain my mummy? Principle. If I was love, just sharing the love, then it's, I shouldn't get too attached and miss and all that. If we realize we are love, right? Then there would be no object, no reflection. Because I wrote in one poem, we are, our love is, our love doesn't, what? Deflections. It goes with reflection. So if we reflect, not deflect, no, act of changing an object's path or direction. No, so our love is against this deflection and also against reflection. God knows I have to say this. Think of it changing, act of changing an object's path or direction. So our love is just what? Is we are our love, your love, my love. So there's no you, me, we are love. And thus there's no object. Change the path of or direction. So love doesn't even, there's मंजिल मिल जाती है प्यार में कोई मंजिल ढूंढने वालों like मंजिल destiny goal love puts you so what we are but it didn't work. I was still in pain. I am love. So when I there's no object then to love, but what remains is sharing this with another divine, with another who is love. So then there would be no missing, no distance, nothing. And we can meet like in, have tea and share the love. Our love will what was the word I used in my prose or poem? Well, all this deflection against our love is against deflections also. And it is not a reflection either then, right? So that it could have an object to reflect upon. So what is our love? What is this love that we are sharing together? You are not an object of my desire. You are not an object of my love. You are love itself. I'm love. Contemplating in London, an image seen in a mirror, shiny surface that you can't even touch. Oh God, it's so tantalizing. There's a mirror. So it even goes against reflection, our love. It just is empty. So when you empty yourself, right, from all this reflection, there's no object. Light is not coming. And if there's light which doesn't reflect on an object and then rebound, and then what are we? Then what is this love if you take that example where light doesn't reflect? Oh, then we just are light. How do we see an object? What did Anna see? See, flower that has the yellow actually doesn't need the yellow, and God is empty. God is empty, right? Mr. God, this is Anna. So we just have to, like Sir Pradeep Mukherjee has said, keep life, enjoy life. Yeah. So like, but of course, if it's not in the script, if God wants you to cry, cry, be suffering, suffering, missing, missing. If it's in my script to be bad and grieve and all this, then how can I enjoy life? Maze and Grace, grace.com, dash, 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 amaze, right? So what is it? No, he don't love me. Can't finish loving you. Love is the difference. See, everybody has got a point of view. God made man in his own image, shape, intelligence, godlikeness. Not this one. Where is it? God is empty. Anna worked out. Mr. God is empty. Anna was learning that the yellow flower appeared yellow because that was the part of the light reflected back to our eyes, right? So then, can't see the comments. No one here. Thank you for your cooperation. Yellow is the bit it don't want. So its real color is all the bits it do want. Mr. God wanted everything. So he didn't reflect anything back. So our love also goes against this reflecting back. See? Mr. God was quite empty. Not empty because there was truly nothing there, but empty because he accepted everything. Unconditional love. Because he wanted everything and did not reflect anything back. Of course, you could cheat if you wanted to. You could wear your bit of colored glass marked Mr. God is loving, but then, of course, you would miss the whole nature of Mr. God. We were being asked to throw away our pieces of colored glass and see clearly. The fact that old Nick Satan was busy turning them out by the million made things a bit difficult at times. But that was the way things were. Oh, yeah, you have to accept it. This old Nick, Satan, Satan. I wish we had nothing to do with him. Like Anna said, she has nothing to do with this Satan when it comes to numbers and all. Numbers are not evil, negative also. So they come to negative and positive make 0. When asked Anna how come she didn't have bits of glass over her eyes, she replied, "Oh, 'cause I ain't frightened." It is simply the ability to move out of the I'm the center of all things and to let something or someone take over, which is the whole absoluteness take over. Realize. And as for Anna, she had simply moved out and let Mr. God move in. See, as a supposed Christian, you can stand outside and measure, judge. Mr. God, the meter doesn't read voltages. It reads loving, kindness, all powerful, omnipotent, etc. You have a nice lot of labels to stick about the place. Now, I open up the Christian circuit and pop me the meter inside. Hey, wait a blessed minute. Who was it that said, be like your heavenly Father? Yeah, Jesus. Fight that man. If I'm inside the God circuit, then I'm a working part of Mr. God. As a working part of Mr. God, outside distinctions of Christian, Muslim, Jew, etc., have no meaning. Properties depend on circumstances. Being outside Mr. God and measuring him gave you properties, seemingly an unending list. Particular, like we say, attributes, 99 attributes. Jews have more attributes of God, thousands. Particular choice of properties that you made produced that particular kind of religion that you subscribe to. On the other hand, being inside Mr. God gave you the function, and then we are all the same. The function of Mr. God is to make you like Him. Like Him. Not like Him, but make you just like Him. You are then God. Then you can't measure, can you? Then we have no attributes and all this. But as Him, wants everything, was absolute. Who accepts everything. So then we can accept all the suffering that is caused here for whatever reason, pain and children going. The function of Mr. God is to make you like Him, just like Him. Then you can't measure, can you? Mr. God shows no preference in His function. Oh my God, this is what He does. Like a toddler, Mr. God puts you down on the takeaway side of the mirror, made in His image. Take away the mirror. Like the gurus or someone would say, clean the mirror of your heart. Sufis would say. But then just take away this mirror. Be in God. You are God then. And then asks you to find your way to the add side of the mirror. Or work, hard work. You see, He wants you to be like Him. First, what He's done is He's put us on the other side of the mirror and told us that we are His image. We're like Him, an image. Just break this mirror, God. Then we are. There's no image. Then it's what is it? The dot, fin the dot. And on the other. Here, Mr. God is as nano God, the dot. That is you and I and all. And on the other side is the that God without the dot. Hmm? If you're full up, you can use anything to see Mr. God. If you're full up, you don't need the cross because the cross is inside you. If you're not full up, you have the cross outside you and then you make it a magic thing. If you're not full up inside you, then you can make anything a magic thing. And then it becomes an outside bit of you. If you do that, then you can't do what Mr. God wants you to do. Love everybody like you love yourself. And you've got to be full up with you to love yourself properly first. It's the outside bits that make all the different churches and things like that, like mosques and synagogues, temples. Mr. God said, I am. And that's what he wants us all to say. That's the hard bit. You don't have to want things outside you to fill up the gaps inside you. You don't leave bits of you hanging around on objects in shop windows, in catalogs, or on advertising. Wherever you go, you take your whole self with you. Salem. Salem also. Islam. Oh, don't bring that. You don't leave bits lying around to get stamped on. Islam made you against what its name is, broken you into pieces, and even broken discarded. Attributes and 99 names. Wholesomeness, absolute. You don't leave bits lying around to get stamped on. You're all of a piece. You're a masterpiece. You're divine peace. No, you're absolute. You're not peace. You're what Mr. God wants you to be. And I am like he is. All this time in church, Mr. God's been trying to turn an it is into an I am. This is because she was from, taken by a Christian and in London, West Kensington. No, West. What's it called West? Oh, it's not West Kensington. Sorry, that I've forgotten the name. Been many years, long ago in London. Oh, what's that? I forgot it in the book though. Hammersmith. Oh God. Woody. Let me see if I've got Woody here. Do you have Woody? Second. So I'll give you a break. Woody is here. Oh, here is Woody. Anna nodded. Old Woody settled the glowing tobacco in his pipe with his thumb. Even Hazrat Khizr was smoking. In London, I met him. Do you have a light? And even in the hostel, another. He comes in different forms and different human form. He was in the smoking room with Hazrat Musa or Imam Mahdi. Do you? He said, sucking away. Do you know what poetry is? Yes, replied Anna. It's sort of like sewing. I see, old Woody nodded. And what do you mean by sewing? Anna juggled. Mr. God. Mister, said Anna. Oh, so you know Anna has met Mr. God? She doesn't know this. That's Woody, and she calls him only Mister. Old Woody reached out a gnarled old hand and gently closed Anna's eyes. In faith I do not love thee with mine eyes, for they in thee a thousand errors find. Shakespeare. I don't think there's a real answer to that question. Not put like that. Can you ask it in another way? Anna thought for a moment, then said, Mister, why do you like living in the dark? This could be Shiva. Living in the dark, smiled old Woody. I can answer that very easily, but can you understand my answer? I wonder. If it's an answer, I can, responded Anna. Yes, of course. If it is an answer, you can. That's true. Only if it's an answer. He paused. And then, do you like the darkness? Anna nodded. It stretches you out. Big. It makes the box big. He gave a little chuckle. Indeed, indeed, he said. My reason for preferring the darkness is that in the dark you have to describe yourself. In the daylight, light is missing. Forget light. No reflection, no deflection. In the daylight, other people describe you. Do you understand that? Yes, yes, very much. Old Woody, Mister, he's come in London, Hammersmith, to Anna. Right, so I think this is Shakespeare. But 'tis my heart that loves what they despise. Do you know? Oh, sorry, excuse me. So, writing an English, elective English exam, and then the have to in my exam, college, summer beauty. What was it? By Shakespeare. And I heard principal's voice, but she had come the day before. So Shakespeare's sonnet of summer beauty centers on, shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate, rough winds to shake the darling buds of me. This is just very personal, some William Shakespeare. The winds to shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a date. Sometime too hot the eye of heaven shines. Too hot the eye of heaven shines, and often is his gold complexion dimmed. And every fair from fair sometime declines, by chance or nature's changing course, untrimmed, but thy eternal summer shall not fade, nor lose possession of that fair thou owest. owest possession, fair thou hast, nor shall death brag, thou wanderest in his shade. When in eternal lines to time thou growest, so long as men can breathe or eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee. Oh God, is God telling me my mummy will not die ever? She came in the day before, and I heard her the day after. In the exam center, college, another college, a government college for women, and she was shouting at a staff member. Oh, I have to. So, Khizr, who this God has given us eternal life, immortality, Celine Dion. Sonnet 18. Shall I compare thee? So long as men can breathe or eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee. Okay, so you see, like this we console ourselves without God. But somehow this darkness, this light is God, they say, right? No, Shiva is not darkness, but he is Woody, likes darkness. So Woody likes darkness, likes to live in darkness. But can't Woody be darkness himself? Old Woody's face turned upwards. His spirit danced. Never know, be afraid. Your brain may fail you one day, but your heart won't. You return like a comet, leaving behind a shining trail of love. Oh my God. It's an answer I can respond. I can, responded Anna. Yes, of course, if it is an answer, you can. That's true. Only if it's an answer. He paused, and then, do you like the darkness? Anna nodded. He gave a little chuckle. Indeed. My reason for preferring the darkness is that in the dark you have to describe yourself. You can then be anything in the darkness and come out in light as anything you want to be. Could that be? Of course, old Woody nodded. Why don't you live in a house? Old Woody looked at his pipe and rubbed his thumb on his beard. I don't think there is a real answer to that question. Chittu Krishnamurti also said, like, right, we have to know how to, or even Anna did, we have to know how to ask the right question. Not put like that. Can you ask it in another way? Anna thought for a moment. Oh, so you see, because darkness doesn't live in a house. There's no house for darkness. Mister, why do you like living in the dark? Living in the dark? Smiled old Woody. I can answer that very easily, but can you understand my answer? I wonder. Okay, I think I'm going to end it because I'm really overwhelmed in all this, and I'll continue later. Thank you so much. It's 2 a.m. in the morning here. Oh, and even my receiver, I don't know if you can, when it went off, the battery gone. Let me just check selfishly. Remains us sharing and giving vision. Yeah, the sound has gone a bit down without the mic. Thank you so much for your time and attention if you were here. And let's see, together we can work this out and be together. Know that you are not alone in your pain, sufferance, and if you are having a religious crisis and you don't know where you stand, I am too. And maybe we should be in the I am then. Then the I am is with us everywhere we go. So whatever we become, the I am is. So let's just be in this I am. Thank you so much. Leave you with this now, but it's only on the live stream I leave you. In spirit, I am. I am. You don't have to remember it, right? Just have to realize in all this that we describe ourselves to be, or the names we give ourselves and our parents have given us. We are in this here becoming, but going back to the being that we were. I am. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your support. I cannot thank you enough for your cooperation here. And I wish there was nothing, no existence, nothing. I don't have to wish it. Maybe we are nothing. Then why did we become something? Then become strangers. Also becoming friends and becoming strangers. And then separating, sometimes loved ones separate. So when you were something special to me, when you were nothing, we didn't separate. But when you became something or someone to me, then we separated. Oh, what irony, right? This also. Okay, now I leave you for